Hello mentees, today we are going to proceed with our first English chapter. So these are the notes made by your mentors. We will discuss it all. I know that in your school the whole chapter is not completed, but I think you have understood the theme of the poem or the setting of the poem and the concept behind it. So yes, the poem is The Ant and the Cricket from the Aesop's Fable. Okay, so the meaning of these words. So here we are going to discuss what is important from the exam point of view. Okay, so we will proceed with the word meanings, the important words in the poem. Here in your exam, the direct meaning of the word may not be asked. For example, it will not be asked in your exam what is the word meaning of the word starvation. Right? It might not be asked. But it can be asked in the form of scene passage. Right? They may give you the passage in which the word starvation is written, and then they might ask like what is the synonym of starvation. Then you can write hungry, a person who is hungry, right? Hunger. It can be starvation. Okay. Then famine, scarcity. So these are some important words which are to be learned because they might be asked in your exam, not directly but indirectly. Okay. So proceeding further, just have a look on these words. Then we will go to the next page, which is from question and answers, right? So read the extract and give answers. So that's what I was talking about. Okay. So the extract is, my heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. So what here we have to have a look on these lines, right? So the first question is, identify the speaker of the above line. A very simple question. The speaker of the above line is cricket, right? Name the poetic device used in the second line. So the second line is, that I sang day and night. So here have a critical look upon this, and then you will get a consequential answer, that is day and night. They are both opposite words, and when opposite words are used in a poem, then that poetic device is known as antithesis. So that's the answer, antithesis. That's nothing new. You are learning it from the 6th grade. Right. So the third question is from read the extract. Why did the speaker sing day and night? So we got to know that the speaker was cricket, and I'm sure that you all have understood the context of the poem, right? So the context, I mean the concept behind it. So why did the speaker sing day and night? The speaker sang day and night because his heart felt light as the nature was pleasant for him. Because the nature was pleasant for him. He was happy. And when you are happy, you sing day and night. Right? So we will go for the question and answer. So the first question is, what would have happened to the cricket if he had not met the ant? You all know that the cricket met the ant at the last, right? So what would happen if he had not met the ant? Okay, so if cricket had not met the ant, he would have realized the importance of hard work. So we got to know that cricket was not hard working, right? So but the ants, they were very hard working. So as the cricket has enjoyed his summer and is left with no food in the winter, he asked the ant to borrow him some food. Because he was having no food, he borrowed. Like this simple language it is written here. But the ant refused, and then he realized that how miserly the ant could be. Miserly means, in simple language, it's conjuse. Okay, used, and that how miserly the ant could be. Okay, hence the cricket learned a lesson that one cannot count on others in all the occasion. He also realized that he should be prepared for the bad times without expecting from others. So from hence till here is the important part. The above all is the simple story written in simple language. Okay, so this question might come in your exams, but just learn it in a simple language. कि क्रिकेट को पता चल गया कि हार्ड वर्क उसके लिए अच्छा है. Simple point. Okay, that he should prepare for the bad times. You should be prepared for the future. Simple thing it is. Just write and elaborate it. So the second question is, what did the ant say to the cricket? Now again, so this whole chapter is simple if you understand the concept behind it. So what did the ant say to the cricket? When the cricket approached to the ant asking for favor, the ant denied his request by saying that the ant neither borrow nor lend. The ants asked the cricket about the doing he has done in the summer. The cricket replied that he just sang the summer away. So what he meant by he sang the summer away, he means that he just enjoyed it all way and he did no work. He didn't think of the future. Okay, so just think in a simple manner that the cricket approached for a favor. एंट ने मना कर दिया कि ना ही हम किसी को देते हैं कुछ, ना ही किसी से लेते हैं कुछ. We neither borrow nor lend. The ants asked the cricket. फिर एंट पूछता है क्रिकेट से कि तुमने समर में क्या किया था. तो एंट क्रिकेट बोलता है कि मैंने तो भाई कुछ नहीं किया था समर में, मैं तो सिर्फ गाने गा रहा था. ठीक है, अभी आगे का देखते हैं. The ant replied with the feeling of contempt that if cricket can spend his summer away by singing, he should dance away his winter by making joke and making a joke of the cricket. They were like mocking the cricket. Okay, here it is written away by mocking and making a joke of the cricket. So what is mocking? कि ऐसे ताने मारना किसी को, राइट. तो यहाँ पे ताना क्यों मार रहे थे एंट्स? तो वो बोल रहे हैं कि अगर तुमने समर भी ऐसे गा के निकाल दी है, गाना गा के निकाल दिया, तो तुम विंटर भी नाच के निकाल दो, राइट. They didn't mean it, but it was a sarcastic comment. You can use this word, sarcastic, mocking. Okay, and then the feeling of contempt. Contempt is गुस्सा होना, angerness. Okay, so they made a joke of the cricket. Then we will go to the third question. Now we will go to the third question. That is, some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Explain this line. So this question has come a lot of times, either in the unit test or in the half yearly exams, because this is like a moral. Okay, so some have 2, some have 4. Okay, so as stated in the poetry, just read it carefully. As stated in the poetry, there was a young and foolish cricket who did not bother to save anything but wasted his time in useless things. When the winters arrived, the cricket had no food. Having lived without food for many days, he decided to beg some food from the ant. This situation resembles many human lives, as the above line states that the 2-legged cricket are human beings who don't plan for the future and enjoy their present time. As a result, they too end up seeking for help. A simple meaning. Okay, some have 2 legs, some have 4. Some are hardworking, some think for the future, others don't. Okay, and that's just the interconnecting our practical lives with the fable. The fable is the ant and the cricket. Simple meaning. Okay, just take care of this question. I will upload the PDF on our website in the description box below. Check the link out and download this PDF. Write down the answers so that you don't get confused while you are writing this answer in your exam. I can bet you that this answer will come either in your unit test or in your half yearly exams. So coming to the next part, figures of speech. So figures of speech is not just for your chapter. It's not just for your chapter. It's for the unseen passages, seen passages which come in your exam. And figures of speech is also important for IEO. We will also prepare you for the Olympiads coming up this year. Right? So moving on with figures of speech. So but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Okay, so मैंने बोला था आप लोगों को कि borrow means लेना, lend means देना. Borrow means देना, lend means देना. Okay, so antithesis here, as you can see, two opposite words, borrow and lend, are used in one line. When two opposite words are used, it is antithesis. Simple thing. So we will move with the next thing, alliteration. You are also aware with the word alliteration. Just remember the spelling by all versus all. Iteration, all iteration. Okay, so the sentence for alliteration here, I am calling it alliteration because so that you remember the spellings. Actually it is alliteration. So when the weather was warm, so you just see the initial consonant sound, v, and v. So the words weather was warm, initial consonant sound is same, so it's alliteration. Nothing new. But the next thing is surely new for you because it's transferred epithet. You surely have to remember the meaning, the concept behind transferred epithet, because it is going to come in your exams once, twice, thrice. I don't know, but it is gonna come once in your exam at least. Okay, so why? Because it's a new concept, right? So first we will go with the example. Through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. Okay, so here you have to see that it is a figure of speech where an adjective qualifies a noun other than the person or thing it is actually describing. Right? So in the above, summer and spring, so here you have to think that what is the meaning of gay? So it means when summer is happy. Okay, so can summer be happy? Is it a person? No, it's not. Is summer a dog? No, it's not. Is summer any other animal or any other person's name? Right? It's not. Is spring something? It's not. What is spring and summer? There are seasons. Can season be happy? Can season get happy? They cannot. So it's the transferred epithet used here. Just keep in mind. So here summer season is said to be happy instead of cricket. Hence the above lines uses transferred epithet. Simple and sober. Now let me tell you what actually is transferred epithet with simple example. She had a terrible day. She had a terrible day. So can a day be terrible? Right? It cannot, right? And another example. So for example, she had a restless night. Can a night be restless? No, it cannot be. Right? So then if you find any other sentence like it, for example, a weary road. Can a road be weary? No, it cannot be. A more, like a simple example is, he had a happy morning. Can a morning be happy? No, it cannot be. Why? Because morning is used for a noun, right? So for example, like Yashwant, he can be happy, but morning cannot be happy. Simple thing it is. Just understand, read it once again. I will definitely upload in the website. Check the description box below if you're watching it on Google, on YouTube, or else you can get the PDF downloaded and the video downloaded on our website. So thank you guys. We will meet once again soon. From students, for students, being scholars. Take care. Thank you guys.